Hayakum everyone, my name is Tejo Xiaohui and welcome to another episode of Live at Expo. Today is a very special show. Today is World Food Day, and so obviously we are going to be centering this episode around food. Today we're standing outside the Alkebulan dining hall. It is a very special dining hall because it is all about African cuisine from across the African continent. Today we're going to meet somebody very special, a few other special people, and do some very exciting things. Now, before we get started, don't forget that you guys are literally controlling what happens on the show today. So get interactive with us. You can earn some points to get onto our leaderboard, which will ultimately benefit the seeds of change initiatives that we have, and you guys will see at the end of the show. But let's get into today's episode, and we are going to be meeting up with Chef May, world-renowned chef. So let's go over and meet her. Hello, Chef May. So, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I am good. I am so excited to be here with you on World Food Day at Alkebulan, the African Dining Hall.
Yes. Welcome to Alkebulan, which is actually the oldest name for Africa. It means mother, so please welcome.
I can see it is already buzzing here today.
Yes. So as you walk in through the door, depending on where you're walking in, this side is Sweet Ophelia's by Alexander Smalls, who is actually the curator and creator of Alkebulan Food Hall. So he's the one that has gathered all these amazing African chefs here with all their own restaurant pods for us to try different things. So let's get walking. So Sweet Ophelia's is inspired by African Asian flavors. So you'll find a lot of those flavors here, such as fried rice, different prawns and things like that here.
Oh, these dishes all look so amazing.
They look great, right? And then as you walk more towards in here, on this side it's also curated by Alexander Smalls. It's called Chicken Coop. So it's all things chicken, duck, all types of birds. We have a rotisserie in the back and you can order from there. As you can see, they're plating up the rotisserie chicken with sweet potato fries and corn.
Chef, that looks delicious. Can you tell us what you will be serving this with?
This is half chicken. Then this is half chicken. This is a corn. Then this is sweet potato fries.
Yummy.
We also make our own in-house ketchup, cornbread. If you order the buttermilk brine, chicken thighs, coleslaw. So
I love that this restaurant has a fusion of African but also American flavors.
Southern flavors, yeah.
Yeah,
American
I mean,
Southern
cornbread
flavors, yeah.
is very much American.
So, and over here is Tasty Goat by Karen Jetwa. So this is all about Kenya and representing Kenya, as you can see here. We have different types of goat neck, lamb shank, tacos to go.
Some of my favorites. This is the menu at Tasty Goat, guys.
Yes.
Remember that today is all about World Food Day, so come over and try all of the different flavors around Africa. So we can see over there that the chef is plating something. Chef, can you tell me what are you plating over there?
He's plating goat taco. He's plating goat taco. This is from the pulled goat meat.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah.
So this is the dish over here.
This is the dish over here, yeah.
It looks magnificent, Chef. Thank you so much for showing us around your kitchen. So where are we off to now, Chef May?
So this is also by Karen. This is Seven Seafood. So this is more of a seafood concept. As you can show, you'll find octopus, prawns, bass, different types of seafoods here.
Hello. So what can you tell me about the food you are serving here? What inspires it?
Here it's inspired by Chef Kibwan. Jetwa is from East Africa. It's East African cuisine where we serve amazing seafood. Amazing seafood where we have like octopus. It's called octopus choma. We cook it and they serve with coconut poached cassava. And then we have shrimps with githeri. Githeri is like beans and maize. It's a mix. Then we have the fry of ugali tacos, which is made by the ugali and the robusta.
Oh.
Yeah. Then we have smoked mahi mahi, which is served with pigeon peas, Halisa pigeon peas. Then we have also kingfish, and the sauce is passion fruit in Malta.
So because today is World Food Day, what message do you have for everybody watching at home?
Everybody watching at home, I would wish him or her to come and try our octopus because it's amazing.
It's amazing. You heard it from the chef. Thank you so much for having us.
The common themes that you will find with this house here, and we also have our sweet Ophelia. It's black-eyed peas. It's very prevalent in African American cooking. So here they have it sauteed, and at sweet Ophelia's, it's a hummus style that we make it with plantain chips. So you'll find that very prevalent in African and African American cooking. So as you can see, it's here. We do it in with hummus.
So this is the same black-eyed peas that we saw over there, but hummus style.
Yes.
What are they served with over here?
Plantain chips.
Oh, I love plantain. Would you say that plantain is a staple when it comes to African culture?
It absolutely is. I think it's a universal language when it comes to African food and culture.
What's your favorite way to enjoy plantain?
Crispy. I love it crispy.
I love mine mashed. Yeah.
I love it crispy. I do love mashed cassava.
Yeah.
I do love mashed cassava. So as we're walking through, you'll see all the beautiful, amazing art that we have here in Alkebulan.
So this is probably one of my favorite features about Alkebulan is because they have famous African artists and they have used some of their artwork as installations here, and they've used them as wallpaper to decorate the space. It's really all about African culture. The music in the background just takes you back to the African continent. So it's a place that I think everybody would enjoy and experience. And also for our book nerds, there's something very special over here.
So what we have here is called the Nook. And you can come in here and go through all the books that we have here that you can purchase by some pretty amazing and very talented African and African American chefs. We have one here by our curator Alexander Smalls. You have by Carla Hall, JJ Good, and you have down here also one of the more exciting ones for me is the Afro Vegan, which showcases how you can make amazing African foods vegan and vegetarian. So
I absolutely love that you actually mentioned that there are a lot of African cuisines, because I think what people don't know is that actually when it comes to African culture, a lot of the food is actually vegetarian, and meat was actually something that was only eaten for special occasions.
Yeah, weddings, birth announcements, and such things. So for me personally, I think Africa has a very eclectic spectrum of vegetables, you know, that we can choose from, and fruits.
And explore.
Yeah, and spices. So when you're eating those things and it's well made, you don't even think that you're just eating vegetables. Because
so would you say
amazing.
Your message for World Food Day is that people eat more of their vegetables?
Absolutely.
You heard it from the chef.
And this is a pastry chef talking. Eat your veggies, you know, eat them with different spices. And the cool thing about it is also some of these authors, such as Carla Hall and Kwame Onwuchi, will be coming to do a guest residency in the upcoming months that we're here in Alkebulan. So they'll come, you can come and buy a book and have it signed by them and try their food here. They'll be residing in some of the pods as special guests for about 2 to 3 weeks each.
So make sure you guys check the Expo live schedule to see if you guys could be possibly meeting one of your favorite chefs. So we have a comment coming in from Where Are We Really? What fruits or vegetables are only available in Africa?
I think fruit for me, it's baobab, which is, we like to call it the tree of life. It takes about 20 years to grow. It's a very special tree, and it has fruits in it that it's very actually high in vitamin C, so it's very healthy for you. If you're a smoothie drinker, you know, just add a scoop of it in your smoothie in the morning, and you're good to go for the day. You have all the energy you need to get going for the
Oh,
day.
I've actually never tried baobab. So I think for our viewers at home, please comment down below if you've tried baobab, because I want to hear what it tastes like. So tell me your experience with it. So we have another question from J Ward Fish. I hope I said that correctly. We can learn a lot about sustainable eating here, and that is so true.
I agree. For us here, it's all about utilizing the ingredients, and more than anything, it's respecting it and taking care of it and showcasing it in its best light, in its best form. That's what it's about here for us. You know, us as Africans growing up, we're taught that food is love. You're in the kitchen 8 hours making one dish, you know, with different sauces, the rice, the fonio, the couscous. To me, food is love.
Is that what would you say inspired you to become a chef?
Absolutely, it did. Being in the kitchen, peeling potatoes with my aunt, and she's teaching me how to peel it properly so there's not much waste happening, you know, to make pomme de frites or french fries and things like that.
Which is the message for this year's Expo. It's all about sustainability and how we can improve the quality of life for everybody that shares this planet. So guys, don't forget that Expo is all about, you know, finding initiatives and projects that better the planet. So now we're at a very special place. This is the star of the show, Chef Mame So's restaurant here called Shoebox Bakery by Mame So.
So this is our bakery. It's inspired by Africa and everything we have to offer. When you think of desserts, you don't think of Africa. You think of Europe, you know, France, Italy, and Asian countries, but you don't really think about Africa. So the goal for me is to showcase that we do have these amazing desserts and these amazing ingredients that we can use to showcase and highlight beautiful desserts that you would, absolutely get in France, in Italy, in London, and other places like that. So some of the items that we're starting with, that we have right now, this is called the 5 centime cookies. And growing up in Senegal, we had it, and you used to just buy it on the street, and it looks like 5 cents, hence the name of it. So here we make our own peanut praline in-house, and that's what's drizzled on top of it. A little bit of caramel chocolate and some sea salt. So it's very chewy and moist.
Are you guys savory or sweet? Comment down below. I'm definitely more of a savory person.
Yeah.
And I've heard that you have something really special in store for us later today, right?
We do. We'll be making a very special Senegalese dessert. It's called the banana glace tart. So we'll be making that a little later. So the other one we have is called the Congo bar. And the chocolate is from Ghana. It's 68%, very earthy, bit of a tobacco flavor to it. So, and the goal here also is not to utilize too much sugar, to let the natural ingredients speak for themselves. You know, not to just add sugar to everything because it's just dessert. Yeah. So this, we're letting the chocolate and the coconut it's paired with speak for themselves, not adding too much sugar to it. Same thing with the peanut. And then the other ones we have here, this is the sombi that we have, which is our version of a rice pudding in Senegal. And I think as Africans, one thing we can unite on, besides plantains, is rice. We do love our rice dishes. So that is definitely something we can unite on. So traditionally for us, it's served in the morning warm. You eat it before you go to school or work. Here we pair it with mango from Kenya, with fresh ginger juice and fresh lime juice.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Now, Chef, we just had a question come in for you from Sparky Solo. He wants to know, why is it called Shoebox? How did you come up with the name of the restaurant?
So traditionally in the South in America, Shoebox, when you're creating recipes and you're passing it down to family members, you put it in a shoebox, and when it's filled up, you pass it down to the next generation. And those are the family's recipes, the secret recipes as you would call it. And it's usually in a shoebox or a tin box, hence the name.
Oh, so now because you are Senegalese and obviously have a lot of American influence,
yes.
When it comes to World Food Day, what do you think is the beauty of food and what it does for humanity?
Food, to me, again, is love. It's happiness. Food brings people together. You don't have to know each other. I've met so many amazing people here already, and I've been here a short time.
Yeah.
Just through the unity of food, just coming in and trying. I spoke to someone earlier, and I was talking to them about baobab, and they're from Australia, and they've never heard of it or seen it. So we had a 5-minute conversation solely on baobab, and then we went into hibiscus and him wanting to visit Madagascar. So it's a beautiful thing. It leads to, you know, just knowing people in beautiful conversations.
It's a language that the whole world understands.
Absolutely.
And speaks.
It's one language. It's one
I know we
language.
have something very exciting, considering that Expo is all about sustainability.
Yes.
So the coffee that you guys serve and sell here is actually sustainable coffee.
Yes, it's from Uganda. So it's sustainable. It's an amazing coffee brand. And he was actually able to come in and train the staff on how to properly make the coffees here using that one. So, and it sells a lot. People love it. People are trying to buy it by the bag. So we're working on that.
Are people able to buy it by the bag?
We're working on that. Because it is shipped directly from Uganda. So we're trying to get as much of it as possible before we're able to do that.
So if you are a coffee lover, definitely make sure that you come down to Shoebox and get some sustainably sourced coffee from here. So Chef, where are you taking me next?
So this one is Afro Streets by Chef Coco. So this is South African. So we have different types of foods here.
These all look so amazing. Now I know that that's called a bunny chow. What
Yes.
have you stuffed it with here?
So that one is with lamb curry. We stuff it with lamb curry. And the dough itself, the bread itself is made in-house every morning and steamed here.
So
in-house.
freshly made
Yes.
food. So again, sustainable, not
Absolutely.
wasting,
Not wasted.
producing what you need.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what is the chef over there doing?
So he's sauteing some of the dishes right now that they've ordered. So different things. Probably the green peas in tomato sauce. So this is like a croquette style.
Amazing.
So most of these here are like finger foods, bar foods that you can enjoy. So yeah. We're heading upstairs now.
Oh, there's an upstairs.
There's an upstairs.
Is it the same type of layout as down here, or are you about to blow my mind away?
So blow your mind a little bit. A bit of a surprise upstairs.
So should I close my eyes? Should I get a surprise?
We'll walk up the stairs a little bit first.
I also love the wooden installations that have been put here.
It's so beautiful.
Is this again also inspired and commissioned by African artists?
Yes.
So everything in here is actually for a reason and purposely placed
Absolutely.
in certain spots.
Yes, yes, it is. You can kind of see the map of Africa lit up as you're walking up the stairs through the glass. You get a better view when we're on that side.
There is the map of Africa in all her glory.
As you're walking up again, you're greeted by different arts, the walls again covered in it. So, we get up here, again talking about vegan African foods and stuff. This is Kanja, and everything here is vegan and vegetarian.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. So we heard that this restaurant is all about vegan
Yes,
and
ma'am.
plant-based foods. Can you tell us something about the dishes over here and
Sure,
which
ma'am.
one's your favorite?
Sure, ma'am. So this is red green, and as you can see, it's prepared of black eye bean stew in palm oil with spicy tomato sauce, and as you can see, fried plantains, fresh avocado, and tapioca in it.
I see that the black-eyed pea is actually a theme,
It's
a
a theme
consistent
here.
theme throughout all of the restaurant pods.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for showing us. I know that all of our plant-based viewers are going to be very happy to know that they have this option at the African Dining Hall.
Sure, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
There's also vegan desserts here that
Oh,
you can enjoy. This is coconut and passion fruit with mango. These are puff puffs, of course. I think we all have some type of special name for it. In Senegal, we call it beignets, puff puff Nigeria. So
how are puff puffs made? What ingredients go into them?
So it's basically a donut. There's flour, there's yeast. In this case, they use coconut milk for it. Traditionally, it's made with regular milk and butter, but here they use, because it's vegan, they use coconut milk for it.
Amazing.
Yes. Here, plenty of seats outside and inside. People can just enjoy themselves.
The views here are just magnificent.
Over here is one of the bars that we have. This
Hi there, how are you?
Hi.
I hear you have something special for us already made that we can try.
Oh, yeah, supposed to be the fizzy bubbly, but it's already melted actually.
Mmm.
Yeah, you're supposed to come before it's melted. I can make a fresh one. Okay?
Just can you tell us about it?
Oh, the fizzy bubbly.
Yes.
Actually, it's one of the sober selection. Okay, right now we just did the pre-batch of it. It's something refreshing, the top of soda as well.
What are the ingredients in it?
The ingredients.
Yes. So what are some of the ingredients that you have in
There's
it?
a blueberry actually. Blueberry
Okay.
base. Okay. And we put also, it's like a sour as well.
Amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and try this. Should I rate it out of 10?
Do that, please. But still mix as well. You can mix it up.
Oh my.
Because all the pickles is down there.
This is
Pineapple
delicious.
and some cinnamon also. Kind of get your
Mmm.
palate going.
I'm just going to have another sip before we go on our work. I'm a bit like thirsty.
Blueberry with the cinnamon as well.
Mmm.
How was that?
So, we have a comment from one of our viewers who says, you are not telling us your secrets. Being very vague.
But we can for sure tell you that there's only fresh ingredients in there.
Another way of staying sustainable
Absolutely.
and considering the ingredients that we use.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us. I will be coming back for this. Bye, thank you. Chef Mame, I actually noticed something else. The light fixtures here are incredible.
Isn't it?
These are made
with
from
cooking pots.
cooking pots. I think a lot of people have seen one of these pots in their homes.
Absolutely. This is like your rite of passage, right? This is your rite of passage in an African home. So
Jay Wardfish wants to know, what does it taste like? So, it was very fizzy, but not in an overwhelming way. It had some blueberry notes, but I also tasted a bit of cinnamon as a chef. I couldn't place it in the beginning, but once I took a second sip, I could taste the cinnamon. I think it is probably one of the best mocktails I've had in a really long time.
So we're working over to another area, and this is Shomo Barbecue by Chef Coco.
Hello, how are you, Shay?
I'm really good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Can you tell us about the dishes that you serve at your restaurant?
So in our restaurant, we are serving it meat, different type of meat. If I start with chermoula duck is a duck leg with a chermoula sauce with that. Then we have nyama choma that right now is not in a display, but is one star dish of the whole menu. That is a platter with the meat platter. You will get shakalaka sauce with the ugali. That's I think every African loved it, and that we can call it mili mili also. And then the poisson braise. Poisson braise is this one, the fish with atike sauce and couscous. Oh,
It looks delicious. Which one would you say is your favorite?
as I told you, my star dish, nyama choma or tamaha.
Tamaha.
It's a big meat, 1 kg. You will eat it, loved it, and I feel like everybody, whoever in a group, they're gonna share it, loved it, because sharing is caring and sharing is love. So.
And because today is World Food Day, what is your message for our viewers at home?
Don't waste food, because people are there, they are still hungry and they are waiting for the food. So eat that much or take that much that you can eat. That goes to me also. And love it, love the food. Every food is delicious in the whole world.
Thank you so much, Chef. It's been such a great experience meeting you. So, Chef Ma'am, we have one more question from you from Who Expo. They want to ask, is cinnamon a common ingredient in African cuisine?
It depends on the region. We don't tend to use it a lot in West Africa, but definitely East Africa, they use it a lot there. And yeah, East Africa, they use it in Morocco, Kenya, those parts of the world. In West Africa, we don't tend to use it too much. We love eating West Africa. We love chilies and herbs.
And I
Those
hear
are-
there could be something with a bit of chili later.
It's coming, it's coming.
So I see there's a second bar this side that has a completely different
Concept,
vibe
yes.
and concept and aesthetic appeal.
Completely different. So here we have Barcade by Chef Coco, and we'll just go over some of the cocktails that they have here. So these are their signature cocktails. And they also offer the coffee up here also.
Amazing.
Yes.
Is this the coffee that you offer downstairs
Yes,
as well?
Yes, yes.
Amazing.
Yes. And take a look at the beautiful extra. This is my favorite one so
Is
far.
this your favorite one?
This one is my favorite one.
I think I like the pots
You
better.
like the pot? Okay. I think I just like the bronze and the color of it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely my favorite.
Now, because it is World Food Day and not World Mocktail Day, we're gonna go to a special place where we'll be making a very special dish
Yeah.
with one of the chefs at the restaurant. So let's head over there.
Absolutely. Went back down the stairs again.
Good exercise.
Notice on the windows also the design, art design that we have here. So each section has a different color and a different design for it.
We quickly just spotted Chef Coco on his way out. That was a star sighting for the day. So we are now heading over to the restaurant where we will be making today's special dish. Do you guys think you can guess what the dish is, what we will be making? I mean, I know that's a pretty vague question, but let me know if you can.
So, we are coming to Sweet Ophelia's.
So this is the restaurant Sweet Ophelia's, and these are some of the dishes. I mean, we did see all of these
Yeah.
earlier. So which dish are we going to be making
So
today?
we'll be making the oxtail fried rice right here, which is also has an Asian influence to it also. You'll find throughout Africa there are some places that have the Asian influence, such as in Senegal we have nams, as it's called, or spring rolls, which is Vietnamese influence. So we will be making that with Chef Sipi here, our head chef.
Hello,
Hello, Chef Sifi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you today?
Amy and Toon, you guessed right, we are making something with the rice.
For sure, yes, yeah. We are so delighted to introduce you to our beautiful rice dish today. This is an Afro-Asian influenced rice, full of nice spices and chili flavors. So tempting, and finally cannot be made possible without the nicely soft braised oxtail. As you
Okay.
know, oxtail is one of the delicious dishes that we do in Africa, and for sure it is a big contributor into this dish now.
Well, take us through, Chef. I'm ready to be your
Sure.
sous chef for the day.
Right, come.
So
All right,
what do
so-
we have here?
What we have here, this is the station where we're going to cook from, and I would love to introduce you to my station. I have a warmer there, which is like a hot bain-marie. I have the cooking pans, I have the spatulas. I have my ingredients next to me. I'm just getting on my gloves to get ready.
Sanitary.
Yes, it's about energy, and Corona is with us, you know. So we have to be so sensitive about everything that we do. Right here, I have the braised oxtail. The oxtail was braised with a lot of flavors, and it has been picked fully, no bone inside. I have the short grain rice that I'm going to use to make our fried rice, the oxtail fried rice. I've got black eyed peas, an African grain, so full in flavors and rich in nutrients. Iron. I have collard green, the East African sukuma wiki they call it. Collard green. Collard green is a generic of kales, by the way. Yeah. Then I have spring onion and I have green beans.
Can
So
you
these
tell
are-
us something about the green beans?
Wow,
I know there's
so-
something interesting about
Yeah,
them.
sure. The green beans that we are using are from Kenya. Kenya is one of the biggest exporters of nicely crunchy green beans, so succulent, fresh. They harvest their green beans when they're still very young without the seeds, and that makes them so tasty and nutritious as well.
Wow, I'm excited to see this,
Sure.
chef. Let's see
So
you work your
let
magic.
me turn on my fire, then we can start doing what we have to do. So I will obviously start with the oxtail because we need to reheat it up to make it so hot enough for our dish today as we build on the same. Yeah, I take enough just for one portion. This is going to make one portion all day. Yeah, so I heat it up. I make sure it cooks properly in the pan. We have cooking temperatures, and everyone knows that any food needs to be cooked 75 degrees and above. That is when they're so healthy and safe for consumption.
I didn't know that.
Now you know. I think after this you'll be halfway through some sessions that the chef go through, right?
Yeah.
So we are doing the
So we have a message from Amanikini. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm so sorry about that. But she says, hello, Tsecho. It's great to see all the amazing flavors from the African continent.
Sure, for sure. Yeah. Africa has got most of the ingredients that are so untapped. People only think of the West and people only think of Asia, not knowing it all began in Africa. They are a replica of what exactly we had from the beginning.
So, Chef, we have another question from you, from Amy and Sue.
Yeah.
She asked, what spices were used to braise the oxtail?
All right, so we have cloves, we have thyme, we have what we call, it's the usual bukegani. Let me go big, then I bring it down.
I feel like the chef doesn't want to reveal his secrets. He's pretending like he
really
forgot.
do. So in braising, we use what we call a mayapoa. Mayapoa is a composition of herbs and spices that are used to, So
there's onions,
Yeah.
there's garlic, there's carrots in there, there's celery in there.
Yeah.
And the spices honestly depends on what you like personally, or what makes sense, There's so many different spices we use throughout this fall here. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, so bay leaf counted, cloves counted, black pepper counted. Then we have the fresh herbs like thyme, like celery, all cut and braised, fresh coriander, all braised together. Then cooked for a long period of time, around 6 hours, 8 hours, to make sure the beef cooks on a low temperature, but so softly and nice. Then later on we can pull off the bone.
So everybody who comes here is going to have an experience from out of this world because everything is freshly made.
I like to call it a labor of love.
Yeah.
We take our time with it, down from the savory food to the pastries. Nothing is made in a rush. Everything is made from scratch. We take our time making it. We train the staff to do it properly. So it's definitely a labor of love. That's what I like to call it.
Expert Brad, we love you too. Thank you so much for tuning in. Amy and June said that this sounds delicious. Patience is key.
Patience and discipline is key.
So we are moving forward with our cooking. Now the oxtail is really warmed up and you can see it's even becoming fatty. We are not adding any fat so far because the oxtail is fatty and I base myself on the fat from the oxtail to cook. It's like the fat product from the animal itself. So then,
so sustainable as well and more flavor to the dish.
Absolutely.
Natural fat. So then I will add some garlic at this point in time. The garlics pronounce so well and they bring aroma and nice taste when they are sauteed on the pan. So I put garlic into the oxtail, sauteed it, I flip it over, then I add chili. Now this is the Afro-Asian concept that I'm talking about. When we start cooking with chili, and the Asians make beautiful fried rices, we are basing on the same to make sure that we go above them now because we are using the African ingredients with the Asian influence to come above. So,
Chef Ma'am, we have a question for you here from Where Are We Really? She asks, why did they call this dining hall Alkebulan?
So Alkebulan is the oldest name for Africa. it means mother, creator of all things. So of course for us, this is the first ever African food hall in the world. So Alkebulan just made sense. It's such a special name that you can't forget right away, you know? It sticks with you, and it has such power in saying Alkebulan, you know? It has such power to it.
And the energy in here is just coming from Mother Africa.
Yes, our mothers taught us how to cook, you know? So absolutely, before we went to culinary school and decided to make it a profession, it was our mothers, whether it's our, you know, mother or just another woman that we consider. To me, any woman that's taught me to cook is a mother to me. Any woman that has taught me to cook is a mother to me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So chef, back to the dish.
Back to the dish now. So I'm just walking up my rice, like, you know, fried rice cooking is always a composition of things that have already been prepared and reheat them up. So I'm just working on my rice. I make sure that the rice is 100% heated up in the ingredients that are already put in, the chili, the garlic, give it more taste. Then I will be adding in, I have sesame oil. This is sesame oil.
This is the Asian infusion.
The Asian infusion now. The sesame oil has a beautiful flavor into this rice. I will put a little bit of the sesame oil.
Jay Wardfish said that he loves the story of that name.
So in Asia they have sesame, but in the South for Africans and African Americans, we also have something called bene seed, which is similar to sesame seed, but it actually has a stronger flavor to it.
Exactly. Now on top of that, I'm going to put white shoyu sauce. Now this is fully Asian, like white shoyu is a Japanese sauce, yeah? It's a white soy sauce, so I'm putting a little bit of that. You can realize that we are not going to use any salty seasoning here because the soy sauce is salty. So it is one of the seasoning agents that I'm using in making this fried rice, right?
This already smells so delicious.
You can feel it? Yeah? I love it.
Chef, so if somebody is afraid of spicy food, would you tell them to leave out the chili in this dish?
And that is one of the most beautiful things about making a dish like this. You can always eliminate what you don't want or substitute what you don't want. Some people would prefer to have some onion, salted onion in this, so they would put the garlic and onion. Some people would want to bring even, some people enjoy their fried rice with even carrots. So you can still build on this to bring another compound altogether or eliminate what you don't want.
I love that. Meals that you can use stuff from your fridge instead of throwing it out.
That's what the fried rice concept is about, you know. The oxtails are also used for dumplings, so it's not just used for one dish. You know, we're not bringing in oxtails just for one dish. We're using it for dumplings also. So,
would you say for World Food Day, another huge theme is sustainability? I know we've been talking about it throughout the show, but when it comes to food as a source for all of mankind, would you say that we need to be more conscious of how we source our food, where we buy our food from?
Yeah, I agree. I think if you're able to try local ingredients close to you instead of buying something that was shipped from halfway across the world, that cuts down on the imprint that it has, the gas imprint that it has across the world, you know, just trying things. If you're doing a fried rice and you have vegetable scraps, instead of throwing it out, make a nice vegetable stock with them and have it in your freezer, and you can use that vegetable stock to make different other things with it, pastas, and cook and braise things in. So it's just all about cross-utilization when it comes to that.
I saw a comment now saying they didn't realize that Expo has so much food involved in it.
Yes, we have to feed everybody working here and visiting Expo.
Sure, it brings the experience. People come to explore and they want to see and want to adventure and learn more things, and that's exactly what we are doing.
I am learning so much from you today.
Cooking for free. You don't pay a penny for the cooking that we are teaching you.
I'm going to leave here being the next big chef.
There you go.
Right now, I've already added the black eyed peas that I told you about. I've sorted them together, and you can see my rice is now beautifully looking. All the ingredients compound together. I'm going to add the collard bean now, which is almost the second last thing.
Yes, who are Expo, great sustainable tips and tricks.
So I have the collard bean and the green beans coming in to fall into the fried rice.
As you can see, after something is nice and green.
Oh, it's the flick of the wrist, chef. You have to do that again and show it for us.
Look at that. Yeah.
Expert Bright wants to know, are they going to let me eat when this is done?
They would have to come down to Alkebulan and we'll have plenty more for you to try.
Well, I get to try it though.
Absolutely, you'll get to try it.
See, my job is great.
Nice. So I just need to heat this up, make sure that it is hot, like we mentioned
We
before.
also love the vibe here.
Yeah. It's getting down. This is it.
These are the final steps.
After that, I only have one more ingredient. The spring onion, the scallions have got an amazing taste. They're the leafy vegetables that you don't want to cook. They're so delicate. For you to enjoy them and have the full flavors from them, you just put them the last minute as a garnish and at the same time for the flavor.
Because if you overcook them, they'll lose the flavor.
They lose the flavor, they discolor, and that's not what we want.
Get mushy, you don't want that texture. So.
Exactly. So
there's some vegetables, some herbs it's best eaten raw, you know, or barely cooked. And some, you have to cook it and braise them and things like that. So it all depends on what vegetables you're using.
And because of World Food Day today, would you say eating raw is a way of being sustainable? There is a huge raw food trend happening right now in the world. Would you say that's one way to make sure that we stay sustainable by eating our vegetables and fruit raw?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's healthier, it's better for the environment, it's better for our bodies. So eating raw, you know, making pickled vegetables that you can snack on, you can add to your dishes, are all ways to, you know, just help the environment.
I also say mankind needs to go back to the origin.
Yes.
In the beginning, we started from everything raw, and they were tasting amazing with full nutrients. Now, chemicals have come in place because human being wants to prolong the life shelves of something, which is a good thing. At least you can get an ingredient in another part of the world which is not available by processing. But if you get it raw, it's the best. The nutrients fresh. Everything 100% in its original basic form and shape.
And Mankini says that spring onion is a key feature in the dish.
Alright, so I'm coming in with the spring onion. The last bomb. You can see I'm adding my spring onion. And that's it. Our dish is ready to go.
Yay, I cannot wait to try this.
All the greens, the red from the pepper.
Look at how it's flipping nicely now. See?
I mean, look at the chef's whip. I cannot get over that. That's easily still one of my favorite things to see chefs do.
Nice. Our dish is ready. From here we are going to the plating now. Okay? So I have my bowl here. I will drop in the rice. Sizzling hot from the pan. Sizzling hot from the pan. Then just shape it up. Clean up my bowl after that. And my dish is ready to go. Sorry. Where is my tissue? You must take care of the plate.
Presentation is key.
Your presentation must be so good. Make sure the plate looks nice, tidy, clean.
J. Ward Fish says that they can almost taste it.
Yeah. All right. Then after that, I have my egg, which comes as a garnish. This is a soft boiled egg.
So we've gained an experience badge. Cooking at Alkebulan is unlocked. We earned the experience badge because we cooked here today. So yay to us, we did amazing.
All right. So the final part of the dish is a boiled egg. A soft boiled egg comes as a nice complement on top of the rice and the herbs and the spices that you already have there. So I have my egg here, soft boiled. I'm just going to warm it up in the bain marie, then open it up into two halves. See the yolk, so soft and runny. Use it on the dish and garnish it up. Amazing. I think these are the flavors. This is the taste in its originality that you can never want to miss. Please, if you followed me all the way, try it at home. Let me know your feedbacks and how you feel about it.
And make sure you come to Alkebulan for a great meal.
All right, the poached egg, the boiled egg is here now. I'm going to open it up in halves. Look at that.
I love
Nice.
a soft boiled egg. Look at the perfection of this egg. So comment down below as well and let us know, do you prefer hard boiled eggs or soft boiled eggs?
Yes.
Ashante Chef Cyprian. That is a comment from one of our viewers.
So I have molten salt just to drop a little bit on top of my egg. Then I have paprika to garnish the egg. And finally, I finish with the micro herbs. So I have micro herbs. Put them up. Garnish that. Nice. That's the end of my dish.
We said that the eggs look like googly eyes.
So we had a question: how do you enjoy your eggs? I have a story to tell you. I have something to tell you about. Eggs and how I enjoy them most. I don't know how you enjoy your eggs, but I will tell you how I enjoy my eggs and why I do so. Growing up as a young boy, you know, in the village, I'm a real African from the humble beginnings. We used to develop coal, and our mom would take a raw egg, whip it up together with the honey, which is naturally harvested. We harvest honey from the village in back home, yeah? So we make an emulsion and we drink that. And that was a clear medicine that cleared the chest, and the cough would just go away. So the combination of the honey and the egg was a bomb. So I grew up knowing that eggs can be edible raw, and I enjoyed them.
So your preference for egg is raw?
Raw, runny raw egg, runny raw egg. Now, after growing up and again going to school and realizing there is things around having raw eggs, salmonella and all that, I realized that egg can still be cooked, but still have it soft and runny and safe for human consumption. So that's how I decided to settle on having the eggs soft boiled or sunny side up, if you know what it is, sunny side up, runny, my best way of having the eggs.
All right, Chef, I am so excited to try this. Please. I'm trying to make sure I get a bite of everything.
Please.
So some of the egg, some of the oxtail,
and the herbs,
and some of the greens.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay. Now let's do this.
Maybe a fork would do for you.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
The chili, the egg, the spices in there. Chef, this is truly an amazing dish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for teaching us how to make this. And now, after having something savory, my mother would always say, you get rewarded with some
Sweet.
sweets. So let's go over with Chef
All right,
Ray.
so thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure cooking with you and showing you this amazing dish that has been influenced by the Asian cooking style. My name is Cyprian. I'm the head chef of Alkebulan. Please come to the Expo 2020 grounds. Come and try our foods. We have 9 different restaurants, 9 different brands. So much to offer you. Please, don't let it pass you.
Thank you so much, Chef Cyprian. You
Thank
have
you.
been amazing.
Thank you so
and
much.
we can't wait to come back here and
Welcome,
have
please.
your food.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. So now we're off to Shoebox again.
Shoebox again to do one of our desserts, the banana glace tart.
And now we have our leaderboard. We have had so much interaction today. At number 1, we have J. Ward Fish. And we have a tie for 7 plates, actually, from Kringle 87, Remostino, Rob Houghton, and Spike Trap Claire.
So here we are in Shoebox.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, guys. Now we're at Shoebox. We're about to make our dessert for the day.
So the banana glace tart, more on the refreshing side of a dessert. Fruity, light. So we're gonna start with our tart shell, which is a pâte sucrée. And underneath it we have lemon gel.
And is the lemon gel made in-house?
It's made in-house, so it's fresh lemon juice with vanilla beans from Madagascar and the lemon zest. And then we have a banana cake that we've crunched out that we put at the bottom.
Swaggio1692 had a question for us. And Makini says, ooh, dessert time, can't wait.
Yes. And then we caramelized bananas on top of it. So the bananas are made with We pipe caramelized bananas on top of it, and they're made with palm sugar, vanilla beans, and a little bit of lemon juice. In the desserts that we make here, you'll find that we, especially the fruit-based one, will add a little bit of lemon juice or lime juice to it, and it helps with just bringing out the flavor of that fruit and brightening it up more. So
Mel Bayat said banana and tart, two of my favorite words.
next we have a white chocolate chantilly, which is like a whipped cream that we're piping all around it.
And that's made with cream and chocolate?
White chocolate and cream and the vanilla beans. So all of our vanilla beans comes from Madagascar. So we get them from Madagascar. So we spiked all over it to cover the bananas. And then this is lemon powder. It's made with Moroccan lemons. And we dehydrate it and make it into powder. And another thing I like to add to dessert, especially fruit-based desserts, it's fresh herbs. So this is micro coriander. We use a lot of micro herbs here because they're just, the flavors are more present, and it's more environmentally friendly. You can control it. You can mix it in your salads and eat it as it is. Put it in sandwiches. So
look at that beauty.
And some fresh lemon zest. Transfer it here, and there you have our banana glace tart.
Et voila. How amazing does that look?
And of course, we always encourage people to enjoy dessert with a cup of coffee or tea to go with it.
So, Chef, can I try this dessert?
Absolutely, it's for you to try. Go ahead.
All right, I think we can go grab a seat because we shouldn't disrespect this dessert like this. Okay, Chef. Moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, this looks good. The bananas are so powerful but so creamy. The cream and the chocolate are just so flavorful, and they make this dessert rich, but the fruit just balances it out so well. So, cheers to me. So, Chef, grab a seat. I have a few questions for you. What inspired you to come up with this dessert?
So, a banana glace tart is something we usually have after a meal in Senegal. It's a pretty popular dessert there. So, in that case, we make it with lots of whipped cream. There's cherries in it. So, for my version, I wanted to cut down on the sugar and the sweetness of it. Still have it be very tasty, but also a little bit healthy.
I love that it's really sweet, but it actually doesn't taste like artificial sugar.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you that very sticky taste aftertaste
that
afterwards.
hurts your teeth sometimes when you have too much sugar. So here we use a lot of honey and palm sugar to cut down on sweetnesses, where you still get the sugar, but it's not overpowering or unhealthy. You know, my personal concept and goal is, how can I make it, let the natural ingredients speak for themselves. You know, banana is already sweet when it's fried, so you don't want to add too much sugar to it. That's why we use white chocolate in it also, so we're using less sugar and things like that.
Honestly, this was probably one of the best desserts I've had. And so now we have a question. How old were you when you decided that you wanted to be a chef? This is from Amakins.
I was 15. I was 15, and that's actually when I started working in restaurants.
Ah, and
Yeah.
whose restaurant were you working
So
in?
this was in New York City. After school, just got a part-time job working 6 hours, cutting vegetables. That's how I started. I remember one time I sat there and cut 20 kilos of carrots at one time, you know, and just learning to be disciplined and focused.
And because we have Chef Mame for a few more minutes, send in your questions.
Yes.
We will get them up on the screen. From Who Expo has a question for you, and they said, wow, you started at 15. That's incredible.
Thank you.
We have another question from Expert Brat, who says, have you been able to have a look around Expo, or have you been too busy in the kitchen?
I've been so busy, I haven't had time to go and look around yet. I do have a day off coming up, so I definitely plan on coming and just walking around and actually sitting down and trying the food as a guest.
And I have a question for you. Will we be seeing you for the entirety of Expo?
Yes, I'll be here for the whole time.
We have another, oh, that was actually the question that I asked.
Yes.
Great minds, guys, great minds think alike. I think we have one more question coming up. Send in your question, guys. Chef Mame is with us only for a few more minutes. And so our last question is, what would you do on your day off?
Right now, it would definitely be catching up on some sleep. But I do read a lot. I love reading, so I do read a lot. So definitely catching up on some reading, articles, magazines, books, mostly about food and, you know, chocolate.
Chocolate,
Yeah,
everyone's
chocolate.
favorite. I think that's it for our questions. Actually, no, we have one more question there. It says, which pavilion are you going to visit first?
Definitely Senegal. I haven't been there yet, so I need to go visit Senegal first before.
Amazing.
And, yeah.
Okay, guys, so now we have our leaderboard up again, and I'm going to tell you the points that you have all gotten today. Well, as I mentioned, at number 7, we have a tie, and you guys have each gotten 100 points, and that is Kringle 87 and Rogue Butin. I hope I said that correctly. In 4th place, we have Amy Tune, and in the number 1 spot, again with 160 points, it is J Ward Fish. So congratulations, guys. Don't forget to continue interacting with us. Don't forget to keep interacting with us, and you can also make it onto the leaderboard. So before we also head out, I do want to show you guys the amazing artwork in this beautiful dining hall. Now, this is a great piece of work from Chef Rufai. The great thing about the Alkebulan dining hall is that you can actually use this code and scan and find out everything you want to know about the artists featured in this amazing space. These are all made by African artists and designers. I know who Expo, these are gorgeous. We have another highlight badge. Alkebulan Dining Hall is unlocked. We earned the highlight badge. Congratulations to us. Go team. These are just some of my favorite things here. I mean, look at this chair. It is incredible. Alrighty. So guys, today has been incredibly fun. Thank you all for tuning in and just enjoying the day with us. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to join us on October 18th with host Nadal for Sustainable Stories. All right, and guys, remember that we have our change of seed initiatives, and you guys can vote at home which change of seed you'd like today's change of seeds that were earned on the show to go to. They can either go to clean energy, using less, green cities, healthy planet, eating well, living together, happy place, cleaner water. You guys get to decide that, so please do decide which initiative you'd like today's seeds of change to go into. I know which one is my personal favorite and has something to do with eating. All right, Eating Well has Winning Well, and that is our initiative of choice for today. Thanks, guys. That was amazing. Eating Well won the Seeds of Change. So I'm going to go head outside because the smell of food and today's experience has just been so incredible. And before we head out, I would love to catch some fresh air. Whoops. Wrong way. Thank you. Have a lovely day. So thanks for joining in and tuning in, guys. I will see you guys at the next episode. Don't forget to tune in on the 18th of October for our next show with Nidal. From me, it's goodbye.